Okay, well, after 2 whole weeks of survival already, Pierre's got a base. He's got a decent supply of food, but he's also got quite a fantastic supply of books. Some really important literature, which he needs to get to grips with if he really wants to make good progress and make progress towards surviving for the long term. So, it is time to put some time into reading some of these things. You can see there is a lot. There is a lot to read. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the carpentry and electrical. Do you want to take any more for now? What do we want to do? Maybe guns? You know, those are the important things. Potentially, we could get into a firefight with some bandits at a moment. And when we looted the gas station, if I can remember where it all is, we walked out with a lot of junk food. So I think now really is the perfect time to spend a couple of days sitting down, eating junk food, reading books, taking the time to read those books, get that XP boost. But there is one thing. Where is the book? Is it in the back of the van? Let's hope it's in the back of the van. There's one thing that I am constantly worried about, and that is bandits. So I do not want to be caught sitting around at base. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Sitting around reading a book and get this place overrun, taken over from bandits. So yes, Pierre is going to spend a couple of days probably reading the books that he needs before we can start doing the fortifications, securing the borders of this beautiful place that's so desperately needed. But we're not going to do it here. We're going to get on the road. That's what I'm trying to get to. We're going to go back to that mysterious abandoned mansion just to the east. I want to be away from our main base while we sit and spend a couple of days reading books, just in case the bandits call. Okay, so here we are. We've entered this place already. As you can see, we've cleared it out of zombies. It's secluded, it's well fenced off, except there's several zombies outside. There's always more zombies, isn't there? We're going to be looking to spend the next couple of days here, but we've got some work to do first. As you saw, we've got the carpentry volume 1, we've got electrical volume 1, and we've got guns. It's going to take a couple of days to read, potentially even with the fast reader trait, but it is something that's absolutely crucial if we're going to make the progress that we need. Oh, it looks like we got another police officer, which means another nightstick, which is absolutely brilliant because it is one of my favourite weapons. And maybe we got a spare bulletproof vest. Absolutely awesome. And another pistol. Now we're building up quite an arsenal of guns and ammo now. Let's hope we get to use them. But before Pierre takes the time to sit down in the cab, read those books, there's more work to be done because, yeah, there's always more zombies. But you can see just how quick and effective short blunt, level 5, I should say. I was going to say level 4, but it's actually level 5. And the nightstick it's amazing. Okay, well that should be enough clearing of the area to make it safe, so that Pierre is not going to be disturbed. Let's just grab some junk food, get us through the day. And we're going to sit in the cab, as I said, and we're going to start with carpentry. See how we go. Hopefully we'll read that today, and then tomorrow electrical, and then guns, and then I guess we return back to base and start fortifying it. Yeah, well again, we're delayed, and this wandering zombies takes some getting used to. You think, what have the zombies heard? What are they reacting to? But they're not. They're not reacting to anything. They are just restless. That is wandering zombies for you. But absolutely no problem for Pierre with his 5 levels of short blunt. Okay, well this fast reader trait really makes a pleasant change. It's absolutely blasted through carpentry for beginners, 220 pages in about 5-6 hours. Starting to get tired, but we've got a couple of more hours really, so let's just keep with it. Let's blast on through. Let's go with electrical. Okay, well, it looks like Pierre's instincts have been a good thing again. We got a hostile assault. It is, I presume the arrow means it's in that direction. It is not a good time to get it. It is 20 minutes past 11 in the evening. It is. Is that a hostile assault already? Oh my god! Oh my god! We got an absolute crazy. Oh wow! Are there any more? Are there any more hostile? There's definitely hostile zombies. How many are going to be in this group? Let's hope. Wow, what are they reacting to? Okay, is there more bandits? Who knows? Only time will tell. We've still got the hostile assault indicator, but I'm not seeing any bandits anywhere. Let's just do a few circuits around this place. They could have spawned inside the building. They hopefully would have, I guess, would have spawned nearby. You would have thought they would come in as a close-knit unit, right? I mean, these are seasoned, hardened survivors. Death by vehicle again. The indicator's gone, and it. Dare I step outside the vehicle? I do. What have they got? We got just the one bandit. Ooh, they got a machete. Very poor condition machete. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Wow. Wow, that was heart racing stuff for me, but it was probably a little bit of an anticlimax. Just the one bandit, I guess. But as I said, Pierre's instincts to not be home at base. If we were home at base, had already gone to sleep at 11 o'clock, that could have turned out very, very differently. Okay, well, I was going to sleep in one of these two homes that are just over the road from that abandoned whatever it is. But I don't know, it could possibly still be that there's more bandits in the area. We don't know how many bandits there are as part of that group. So I'm actually going to head back to base. It's a little, wow, that's bad driving. It's a bit of a risk, but I'm hoping there won't be any more bandits between now and the morning. Okay, we're back at base. Absolutely no zombie activity on the road nearby as we came in, but every time I draw in to this huge driveway, whatever you want to call it, I'm always expecting a zombie or two to be just chilling outside the front door. It is really disconcerting with those wandering zombies. They do get about, but everywhere looks quiet. Dare I say it? It looks safe. One other thing, I'm going to actually change the sleeping arrangements. I'm not going to sleep in this main palace on the top floor. I'm going to actually sleep in the servants' quarters, for want of a better word. I think that must be what it is. It's a little bit more ways. It just feels like a better fit. We've got to remember to actually drive into this courtyard. That'd be much better. As we're going to have all our tools and guns in this section here. And we've still got the sleeping quarters upstairs. But the kitchen... Wow, I thought I heard footsteps. Like I say, there's always going to be a zombie appearing out of nowhere. You've got to be on your constant guard, which is definitely what we were not then. But as I was saying, assuming we won't get any more interruptions, we got a little kitchen just here, and we've got the living quarters upstairs. It just feels like a better fit. So this is where we're going to be sleeping from now on. This is where we're going to be staying. Okay, well, I'm not hearing any more zombie activity. No movement outside. No footsteps. No bandits, I hope. So hopefully we can get a good night's sleep, as Pierre is absolutely ridiculously tired. Okay, well, it is the next morning, 9:30. Not exactly bright and early, but Pierre got to bed really late. He needed the sleep. There were no strange or scary noises in the night, so I think Pierre is safe to continue his education. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm feeling a bit lazy. I'm going to read the book. I'm going to read the book here. We've got halfway through electrical, volume 1, so we've read carpentry, we've read half of electrical, we've got guns, was it guns volume 1, which could be really handy, and we've got more books here. So again, we're just going to carry on. I'm not going to tempt fate too much though. I'm going to sleep in the cab of the van. Sorry, I'm going to sit in the cab of the van and read the book. So if we need to make a quick getaway, we can do so. Let's continue the reading. Okay, well that is electricity for beginners read as well, and it's only midday. Let's do it. I'm not sure if this is something we should be doing or whether we should be getting to work at fortifying this huge palace. We've got a lot of work to do for that. We've got to cut down all the trees in the orchard, convert them to planks to barricade all the windows. I mean, this place is literally a palace. It has a lot of windows, but hopefully we'll still have some time to at least start doing that today. It only seems to take about 5 or 6 hours to read one book, so let's continue with Guns Volume 1. Okay, well Pierre is an absolute reading machine. That took about 4 hours. We've read the first chapter, which is aiming. There is another chapter, reloading. During that time, the power went out, the power came back again. Those blackouts seem to be getting more frequent, which does mean we're getting closer and closer and closer to the power going out altogether. But fortunately, Pierre is prepared. We've got a generator. That is another thing on the to-do list, to get that hooked up, loaded up with gas. But let's continue reading. We're going to carry on with the chapter reloading. Okay, well that is Pierre's education complete on aiming and reloading. I suppose realistically with hindsight, we really should have just did what we did yesterday and gone out to that mansion far east to avoid the possibility of bandits calling and having to abandon this beautiful palace. But we were just lazy. We got away with it this time, but maybe we shouldn't tempt fate. I'm just moving the vehicle into the courtyard. It is the end of another day, and Pierre is absolutely exhausted. But we've got carpentry red, electricity for beginners red. We've got aiming and reloading red. We've got some really nice looking boosts on that skills now. We've got a boost already for sneaking. It's great to see those arrows. Hopefully Pierre can develop really quickly. But tomorrow, the task of fortifying this base will begin. Okay, so starting another day, it's July the 23rd. The days are absolutely flying by. It is a foggy day out there, which is a little bit eerie, a little bit scary. Who knows what's hiding amongst the fog and amongst the trees. Feeling a little bit paranoid, expecting there to be something on the other side of the door. Well, we got a big job to do. We got to barricade and fortify what is absolutely a massive building, a big palace. First thing I think I want to do, apart from getting some breakfast maybe, is to try and find that fire axe. A couple of days ago we had the massive battle, taking over the gas station, clearing it out, hooking up the generator. There are a lot of zombie corpses. Just one amongst potentially hundreds has got a fire axe stuck in their back. We're going to need it. It's going to make cutting down trees a lot easier. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, well, as we get into what can only be described as a war zone, and also with this big thick fog, I got a feeling this could be a really difficult task. But what I do remember is the zombie that had a fire axe. I think we did take them down right outside one of the doors of the houses with a yellow bin. So let's see. Oh, well, there it is. There it is, right as plain as day, right in front of us. That is hilarious. That was lucky. Wow. Okay, well, let's grab it. We're going to be chopping down trees in no time. Well, there you go. That is what I'm talking about. Getting back to base, and there's just a zombie right outside the front door. I'm just really perturbed. Having all of this thick forest around the whole base is going to be brilliant as a source of wood, but it is also going to be problematic. One thing we need to do actually is secure the borders. We've got an entrance right at the top northeast and at the southwest. There were big double gates that have been absolutely destroyed, but with this big tall fence all the way around, brick wall, it's going to encourage zombies to go along the fence and enter the estate. So maybe that is something we need to do as a priority. Let's grab the fire axe. Actually, you know what? We need to sort out this bag. This bag is absolutely stuffed full of very, very, very good, very useful weapons, but we don't need them all right now, so let's drop them off. Another thing we need to look at is, oh, brilliant. I was just thinking, one thing I've overlooked is nails. Do we have anywhere near enough nails? And the answer, I think, is a resounding yes. But let's drop off this hammer and maybe, I guess, most of the weapons. We've got some good options for weapons on our belt already. Let's keep a nightstick as a spare. Drop as much off as we can, lighten the load. And we need, yeah, we've got a saw, we've got a hammer, we've got a screwdriver, we've got all the tools we need to get into the carpentry. Well, you know what, another thing we need to do, which is of utmost importance, it's part of our escape plan, is a sheet rope. Yeah, sheet rope. If we're in a situation where we're upstairs, we're in our room, we need it, and the bandits are calling, we need a quick escape. Maybe sort of like the back way out, so to speak. So we need a sheet rope. So before we do anything else, it's long overdue really. We should probably pick of the same room to sleep in, or should we put a sheet rope in every single upper floor window? Maybe we should do that. We got nails. Let's do it. We've got enough zombies nearby. Oh, it's been so long since I put a sheet rope in. Okay, we've crafted some sheet ropes, and that should be enough for the remaining windows. It does look a bit dodgy. Semi-naked zombies lying on the ground. Okay, well there we go. We got, I've already lost count, 4 or 5 rooms on this upper floor. They're not all bedrooms, but if we're in a situation where Pierre has to literally run for his life, we got options. We got options. Every room has got an escape rope. Is there another room? There might be another room, actually. We've still got sheet ropes. Yeah. Okay, this is the last one. This is the last one. So every single room on this upper floor now has got an escape rope. So we got options. If we're in a particular room and we need to get out of here, whatever room we're in, we can escape. If one of the sheet ropes has got pulled down, we can go to another room and hopefully find another one and escape. You can see my basic plan is to make a run for it if we're at home and there's bandits. Either that or get in the vehicle and run them over. That seems to work very well. But that is the sheet ropes done. The inventory is sorted out a little bit. Somewhere, where we got it? We got a fire axe, yeah. Let's cut some trees down. Okay, so just on the other side of the building, we've got this area here. You can see we've got the walkways. I can imagine this place completely cleared of trees. We'll tear down this orchard and we can plant some crops. And it is a massive, massive amount of work. It's going to be exhausting work. But let's get to it. Okay, well, Pierre's cut down about 4 or 5 trees. We got a ton of planks. It's going to ruin the whole palace sort of vibe we've got going on here. But it's time to start the fortifications, and we're going to start with barricading all the windows. I mean, geez, there could be 50 windows for all we know, but we've got to barricade every single one. Maybe we don't need to barricade every single one, but if it delays a bandit getting into the building with murderous intent, it could be worthwhile. But this is also going to be a great way to get some carpentry XP. You can see right here just how many windows this place has got. I think we're just going to go with 2 planks per every window, but even that could be, that's like 100 planks. That's, I don't know, 20, 30 trees. It's a lot of work. Oh, well, in a beautiful bit of timing, after sawing up another round of 4 logs, there's carpentry level 2 already. It is 10 o'clock in the evening. Pierre has been working hard all afternoon. He's got a lot done, for sure. He's got a lot done. Let me show you. We've barricaded these 3, but we've done so much more than that. I'm just pleased we only have to barricade the ground floor. We've barricaded all back here, but you can see just on the other side the little holes where there's a window or a door. There's so much more to do. We don't have carpentry volume 2, so the rapid XP progression to higher levels of carpentry has been slowed down a little bit. You can see we still got so many more windows to do. We probably need to cut down another couple of dozen trees. It could take days, but we got food. We're relatively safe. We can do this, but for now Pierre is exerted. He can barely walk. He is ridiculously tired. Let's really hope and pray that we don't get any bandits come visiting anytime soon, at least until the morning, because Pierre is in no fit state to fight. He's barely able to run away, which is the plan, remember. Let's see if we can get him to sleep, get through the night undisturbed, and we'll continue with the hard physical labor in the morning. Okay, next morning, 7 o'clock, bright and early. Pierre is raring to go to carry on with the fortifications. First, needs a smoke to keep that anxiety under control. But man, those days really are flying by now. What is it? How many days has Pierre survived? 16 days, well, 17 days coming up. 607 zombie kills. It's been an interesting start. The only thing he's interested in right now is continuing the work, cutting down the trees, sawing the logs into planks. We've got more than enough nails to barricade every single ground floor window. Let's see if we can get this finished today. Okay, it is coming on mid-afternoon, and poor Pierre is absolutely exhausted. He can barely move, and he's also tired. He's been going since 7 o'clock in the morning. It's almost become an obsession, but it is almost finished. We've got 3 more windows there, and every single window is barricaded with 2 barricades. We've got sheet ropes. Interestingly, even though we haven't read the volume 2 carpentry book, Pierre's made rapid progress through the carpentry levels because we've got a 75% boost as a result of his former life as a construction worker. So we've got carpentry level 3 and well on our way to carpentry level 4, which interestingly does mean that we can also look at getting some fancy cheval de frise, if that's how you say it, barricades in as well. That is going to be something we'll be looking at doing, but that is it. That is it. That is it. Every single window is barricaded. At least, I believe so. I probably missed one, but we can't do anything else more until Pierre has a really, really good rest. But then I think we're going to go out and try and secure the borders. We're going to go up to the northwest area of the estate. There we do have a high solid brick wall all the way around the estate, but there are entrances at either end, either top and bottom corner, and they did have gates, but they've been broken down, of course, by the wandering zombies. So we've got an open door at the moment for the zombies to just wander in to the estate and probably slowly work their way to the house. We do not want to encounter zombies in the estate when we're really, really tired like we are now. So it's important that we continue to protect the borders. So we've been heading up to that area on the northwest and see if we can blockade that door. But first, I think Pierre needs a couple of hours sleep. Okay, well, after 3 hours of sleep, Pierre is raring to go once again. He's just looking for some food. Looks like we might need to do another loot run soon. for more food, because if you can believe it, do you want to have that? We want to save that for trapping. If you can believe it, then Pierre's already eaten all of that junk food that we looted from the gas station just 3 or 4 days ago. So we're probably going to have to go on a loot run to stock up on food very, very soon. Okay, well, it's time to head on out, secure the borders. It could be overrun with dozens of zombies, we're about to find out. But one thing about getting the level 3 carpentry, as I mentioned, we can make these things. A wooden cheval de frise, we need 1 plank, 8 sturdy sticks, 4 ripped sheets. We got the skills. Do we want to try and barricade? Yeah, I haven't really given it much thought. What do we want to barricade the entrances with? Do you want to just use furniture? Can we do that? I'll tell you what, let's go and find out just how bad the area is overrun with zombies. Ooh, we got hostile wanderers just around the corner. You can see there's like a compass point that shows you where the wanderers are. And I'm in 2 minds here. What do we do? What do we do? Do we ignore them? Do we wait for them to come to us? Do we seek them out and run them over? Because they are really quite close to our base. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do right now. I definitely don't want to get out the van, that is for sure. Okay, well, look at this absolute carnage with all these zombies here. The job we wanted to do was clear the area of zombies. I don't know how mobile that hostile wanderer is, if they're going to actually seek Pierre out, if they heard the van, if they're following us. We've driven further north. That indicator, for want of a better word, is gone from deep red to a sort of... It just looks less urgent, if that makes sense. Ooh, wow. We got a lot of zombies here. We got to keep a real close eye on what is around us, though. We do not want to get jumped by a hostile wanderer. But for now, we're going to try and blast through with the nightstick and that sort of expert level of short blunt that Pierre's worked up to, level 5. You can see he is absolutely deadly. Okay, well, let's take down this group of 5 or 6 zombies almost effortlessly. I'm really pleased to see that that hostile wanderer warning has gone. Oh no. But then the nightstick is also gone. And that did not last long. Fortunately, we got a spare. Let's continue to clear the area. Another thing I did want to do as part of clearing the area around the gas station is to see what these other buildings are. That could be some sort of... I don't know what that is. It looks like some sort of market or supermarket. Let's check it out. This could be a good time to stock up on food after all. Here we've got a restaurant at the end of the road. Just going to go just while Pierre's got the energy, while he's not tired. We're going to go right to the end of the row. We've got a discount store. Well, that zombie wasn't going to move then. But there could actually be quite a lot of really good loot right here ready for the taking. But first, we got to just make sure the area is completely clear, pretty much as far as the eye could see, because we do not want any nasty surprises while we're inside looting. We got a worm. Let's take that. We can use that for fishing, and we can use that for our smokes. Well, as usual, has got distracted. We were supposed to be securing the borders, thinking about barricading that top left exit. And here we are, trying to stock up on loot instead. Okay, well, this does appear to be nothing more than fancy... Here's zombies. Fancy clothes. This could be risky. We don't know how many zombies are on the other side of that doorway. One thing's for sure, there's no one going through that door. Yeah, there's nothing here. Let's get back to the supermarket. Hopefully it's a supermarket and it's full of food. It's the last zombie outside, I believe. This is our chance, but for the first time, we need a hand torch. Fortunately, we are prepared. What are we gonna Yeah, another zombie. Yeah, there's always another zombie, you know that, right? But I don't know what Silicons is, if that is sort of a brand name. So I've got no idea what is in this building. Let's find out. Oof. Wow. We can find some very, 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 very full shelves. Wow, this is brilliant. This is superb. This is going to really give us, excuse me, a fantastic start with crops. And there's a lot of loot here. There is a lot of loot, almost. Okay, there's the power back on. So let's turn the hand torch off. I'll tell you what, this is too much. Too much for now. I was hoping we find some smokes. Man, there is a lot of gear here. A lot of gear. I'm just going to grab the food for now. It's not much, but it will keep Pierre going for a day or two. Now, again, I'm thinking barricades. What can we barricade that entrance with? A fridge is probably a good option, but it is risky. They are very, very heavy. But for now, let's just finish searching this huge building. More gear. Wow. Man. Oh, I almost missed it. Look at that. That is amazing. We're going to grab that now just in case we don't make it back, in case something goes wrong. But a sledgehammer. Wow, this place has got so much gear. Propane torches we can get going with metalworking. What a find. Absolutely brilliant. I think maybe what we should do while we're here is maybe just fill up one bag. Why not? Fill up one bag of loot. Let's just check what is nearby. Don't want to be caught carrying a big heavy bag. Loads of zombies come into view. I was expecting there to be a lot more zombies right here. You can see this is the area we need to barricade. Otherwise we're just going to have zombies just filtering in and entering the estate. We want to try and minimize the number of entry points for zombies and bandits. But as always, we're distracted by the prospect of loot. So let's grab a bag and let's fill it up. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is just maybe just stay with gardening stuff. If we can find any seeds. There were seeds, yeah. Let's just grab things like watering cans and trowels. Just try and keep it themed. So we're going to come back. Ooh, brilliant. We're going to come back hopefully and get everything we want and need. But if we just pick a certain type of thing, that sort of means you don't have to sort it all through again. Look at that. Okay, although the bag isn't full, barely half full, we want to I just want to keep all this like that. So we've got, these are all the seeds, tomatoes, potatoes, broccoli. We've got a couple of watering cans, everything we need. And it won't be that much farther off to get into carpentry level 4, which means we can get some grain collector barrels as well. Things are going amazingly. Let's get all this back to base. Oh, just about managed to get the bag in time. And now drowsy as well, so things are getting more difficult. Oh no, I hope that we might get a constant flow. Let's just get out of here. No more fighting for today. Just in time, because another group of 4 or 5 zombies has come out of almost nowhere, but we are out of here. And as we drive back down this road, I'm pleased to see the hostile wanderer, I guess, must have literally wandered off. Okay, back at the safety of our base, but I've pulled into the wrong area. It needs to be going through at the back entrance, I guess. This is where we need to be driving through into the courtyard. Man, we got a lot done. We've read some important skill books. We've fortified the base. We've found a hardware store just up the road, which is absolutely loaded with important, almost essential survivor gear. We found a lot of seeds, so we can actually get started with planting some crops, which is another big milestone. Things have gone well. Things have gone well. No more bandit encounters, I'm pleased to say. Phew. I'm starting to feel like things are going almost too well. I was expecting a zombie to be right around the corner there. That is going to have to be it for today's episode. Next episode, we're going to be heading south. There is a fire station, a postal service, some potential big targets, but also another important task of securing the borders. There is another entrance at the bottom southeast. There were a lot more zombies that time, and I think there might be a shotgun. I can't remember if we picked that up or not, but there's work to be done. So next episode, heading southeast, clearing the zombies, fortifying our borders. But for now, that is going to have to be all. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Let me know if there's anything you think he should be doing, where he should be going, what your thoughts or ideas or plans or suggestions, tips, whatever you want to say about this series, about this map. But for now, that's going to have to be all. Peace.